Hi guys, Jessica here with another video, and we're going to talk about this little guy today. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who are going to immediately know who and what this is when they see it. I wasn't one of those people. I am not that generation. By the time these guys became popular, I was on my way to college and living on my own, and just wasn't involved in this kind of stuff very much. My youngest brother, there's a large age difference between us. He was collecting and interested in these, and by these I mean Pokemon. And I'm just going to be really upfront about my view of the Pokemon. Their tagline was like, "Gotta catch them all," and it just screamed commercialism to me. I'm sorry. Like, at that stage in my life, I just really had opinions like that, and I just saw it as this marketing thing, so kids would bother their parents to collect all of these things. So I was not interested and not involved in the Pokemon craze, so when I saw this little guy, when I saw this little guy on, it was either, I can't remember now where I first saw it, like Facebook, or on somebody's Instagram. Like, I can't remember now, like, how it all went down. But I saw this little guy, and I called him a garlic dragon, because that's what it's like. Oh, he's got this garlic on his back and he's a little dragon. And my first thought when I saw him was, this might be able to join my Bulldog dragon crew. Okay, so I'll show you those. My Bulldog dragons, quotation marks, are these two Clover Dolls dragons, and so you can kind of see where the similarity was. And I have my Bulldogs shelled, I guess, like they were characters, into these Bulldog dragons. And this one right now is Toby, and this one is Lola, and so that's Olive. She cued in because the one that I needed I needed an Olive. So I saw this guy and thought he would make a good Olive, or she would make a good Olive. And I'll just show you the size. So the size is not quite right. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that idea. I'm still thinking about it. I do have Clover Dolls did just have another pre-order for a new dragon design, and it is in between size of these two. And so I ordered one of those, and my idea was that I will make this into Olive and make that new one that I ordered, because it's in between, I'll make that one Toby. Things got more complicated because now I have Arwen too. So I kind of wish I'd ordered two of the new Clover Dolls, because Toby and Arwen are the same size. That is Olive in the corner getting into stuff, because I'm not giving her attention. I'm talking to you guys, so she's acting up. Finding stuff to get into. So that's Olive, and she's my little midget. What is this? What is this? What? Give me this. What is this? Just chewing on some cardboard. Yeah. Okay, so I do want to try to make this a little bit quick because the longer the video is, the harder it is for me to upload it. So 20 minutes seems to be the sweet spot for being able to upload these from my phone. I just wanted to basically review this little dragon, garlic dragon. Bulbasaur is the Pokemon. I did not know that at the time, but 50 million texts later and messages later, everyone was sure to tell me that it was Bulbasaur and everything, all the Pokemon stuff. Which I understand that the Pokemon is like a nostalgic part of a lot of people's childhood. So I in no way want to put that down. I liked My Little Ponies and Care Bears and Transformers, and I had people put me down for that, and that's not fun. So, but there was quite an explosion of confessions regarding this doll and me on the confessions blogs, saying that I must be lying because everybody knows who Bulbasaur is. I don't know. Everybody knows everything about Pokemon. And then I must not be pro-artist because I knew that it was a unlicensed doll that was being reproduced. And so everything that I've ever said about being pro-artist is now it's defunct. So just really, really ridiculous stuff. And honestly, it didn't upset me. I just found it kind of shocking and ridiculous, and somewhat amusing. Probably the thing that gave me the most ire, though, was people assuming that I must love Pokemon because they do. And newsflash, just because you love something and know everything there is about something doesn't mean that everybody else does too. Most adults seem to realize this. So, but this guy is really cute. He came in from, I actually thought that this maker was in the US, but it turns out that they are in Ireland. And I meant to bring up the original Etsy. Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to bring it up because I want to read the information on it, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I looked it up because I couldn't remember like when I ordered it and things. So I ordered this on May 31st, 2019, and the total price with shipping from Ireland to the US, where I live, was $132.20. So I actually thought that that was a really good deal for any sort of resin casted BJD. So I'd kind of assumed that perhaps it was going to be 3D printed or something, which for the price, I just kind of expected that. And honestly, so what I'm going to say is that this little guy that I have and that came to me, he is really well made. I am really impressed. So I'll say that and put that out there. I'll be right back. There's Olive again. Okay, let's try this again. She's so feisty. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how this guy was made. It to me has the appearance of a casted BJD. There's no lines. There's none of those printer lines, and it feels like resin to me, though I know that they are really making some good headway on that kind of thing as far as more resin-like fibers. But so far everything that I've ever bought that was 3D printed, like you could tell, unless it was casted and sanded. So the quality, like, this is real solid. It's really thick. It is just a really nice resin-like feeling material. This is how it's strung. And so each little leg has, let's see if I can maybe pull this out a little bit so you can see it. And I do apologize that my ring light is still busted, so I just have a lamp and it's just not nearly as good. But anyways, you can see there's a pin there, and then a hook that attaches to those pins and to the string. And the head is definitely, I want to change the eyes out, so it's going to be tough. And I heard some criticism about this technique of the way this was made and put together, and that it's not a real BJD. If you've handled a lot of pet BJDs, and even some that are not pets, that are full dolls, a lot of these same techniques are used. And my Clover dolls, dragons, they are all strung the exact same way. There's a little peg, a little metal peg, and a hook attached to it, and then they're hooked in together. So it's exactly the same. And my Doll Zone pets, I have several different pet dolls from Doll Zone. They're all very similar in the way they're constructed. So and it will be hard to get in there and get in that head to take those eyes out. But little tiny dolls, little pet dolls, like that's just kind of to be expected. That's pretty normal. So I don't find that surprising or something that would make me say the quality's not as good or it's not a real BJD because of that. So anyways, all of that. I was hoping that the little garlic bulb would have a magnet to hold it on, or it would even be strung. So this is the system. There's a little notch here and this, and to me that looks like a good setup that you could have glued a magnet there and done something along those lines. Yeah, I'll probably just use some sticky tack or even hot glue it on just to keep it in place. All of that stuff was on, as far as the negative things, kind of made me a little, I don't know, not thrilled about having it, and just all of the stuff that was said. And people can be very unkind, but the thing that I took the most insult to was that I must like Pokemon, and I'm just lying about it. But anyways, all of that aside, the one that I received anyways is very high quality. I'm really impressed overall. And I'm kind of thinking, some of the things I was thinking about doing was attempting a dye, like a pink or a purple color. And I do think that for my little dragon family here, we're too big to be olive. Yeah, I do like that we can still be a Bulldog dragon. We just can't be olive. Maybe we can be Arwen. So yeah, kind of just wanted to put that out there. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and I'll see if I can wrestle some new eyes in, and I'll come back and show you that and then wrap it up. Okay, I got the head off. And actually that went a lot smoother than I thought. I just pulled the head this way and put a clamp there so that I could unhook that and put in the eyes that I wanted. I put in these resin dragon eyes that Bear called Red made. They made the eyes for my other Bulldog dragons, and I love their dragon gecko type eyes. They just go perfect. So they're actually a little small. This guy's got huge eyes. They included these look like kind of like anime eyes to me. These were the ones that were included, and they're they really, like, this just feels like resin. It feels just like resin. So you could make little anime type eyes and paint these, and even do use some UV resin to make some lenses, some or some corneas. There's the word, corneas. So anyways, I really wanted to put some Oscar eyes in this little guy, but these were the size that I needed to fit, and I only had one pair of these pink ones, which I didn't like as well, but 18 millimeters, so really takes some big eyes. Unless you want the small iris look, which is what he's got going on right now. Anyways, I think he's really freaking adorable. I do, if I had it to do over again, I probably would have got the one with the pumpkin on his back, just because I think he looks a little bit further from this character that everybody knows. And that's, you know, even if people, never minding that he's an unlicensed doll that somebody made, I guess I consider him, I consider this to be fan art. Like, even if this person sells 100 of these, like, yeah, it's fan art in my book. So I'm just not terribly up in arms about it. Like, yeah, it's just not the same to me as, say, a recast or counterfeit ball jointed doll. Like, those are just not the same thing. So if you have a different opinion and you would like to share it, you are welcome to do so in a very civil and kind manner. And if I see anybody being rude in the comments, then I'll just delete it, or close the comments. I don't have time to deal with any tomfoolery, okay, guys? So just putting out there. But if you have an opinion about it and you'd like to share that, that's totally fine. Yeah, I think this guy is pretty cute. And oh, I forgot to, this was free gift they sent along as a kind of as a apology for taking so long. I ordered May 31st, and today is November 6th. So, you know, about 6 months, which in my, it's nothing to me. I'm used to these long waits. I ordered Twiggling and Dulcie dolls. 24 months now that I'm waiting on my last Dulcie order. But this little, it's like a little jackalope creature, very adorable. They even included some more of their little same style type of eyes, only smaller. They're really cute. I really like this kind of style. I think they'd be fun to paint and customize. And he's got a little jointed tail, and his head, oops, sorry guys, off the screen, little in there. So kind of reminds me, the way the head was on here, it reminded me a lot of my Sakura bunny, that is so hard to get the eyes off and on. But okay, I'm gonna wrap this up before I go on too long and it becomes difficult to upload. There's Lola snoring. Thanks, Lola. Take care, guys. I hope you have a great week. Bye bye.